Hello, I'm Allie Mack, and this is my channel devoted to helping creatives unlock their potential through tips and tutorials that will help you spend less time beating yourself up and more time on creating what you are passionate about. So, in this video, I'm going to give a review of the Mastery Program. The Mastery Program is an online art program that claims to give you 4 years of art school in the span of 1 year. So I'm going to give you my thoughts. Let's just get right into it. There are 3 levels of tiers, I guess you would say, payments. So there's a $3,600 level, a $5,600 level, and a $13,600 level. The lower end one comes with group coaching. The middle option comes with a personal mentor, which is what I had. And then the most expensive tier comes with personal mentorship from either Ellie or Demetra Milan, who are the two main teachers of this program. So in this program, I had Brie Bordeaux, and she was extremely helpful to me, especially once I got into the third part of the program. Another question you may have is, how long is the program? It is designed to be 1 year, but you can take it over the course of 2 years. You can plan it out however long you want to. I actually did it extremely quickly. I did it in about 7 months. I don't know if the average person could do it that fast, but that goes into a little bit why I chose the program and my background. I won't go too much into my background just because I think I will probably do a separate video about that at some point. But in a nutshell, my mother is an artist, as she went to art school, and I grew up in art school with her almost because a lot of times she couldn't afford a babysitter. She was a single mom, and me and my sister were pretty well behaved. So we got to go to her classes with her a lot of the time. So we got to play with the art supplies, and it was just always something that was around us growing up. When I got into older grades, like in high school, I always took art classes, did art competitions, and even sold my first piece of art to a teacher, which I didn't really think much of at the time. It was like a psychedelic looking paper mache cat that I think she gave me like $35 for when I was 14. That was over 20 years ago. I didn't really think much of having a career as an artist and decided to go to business school instead. I saw how much my mom struggled. She struggled big time. And I just thought to myself, I'm not going to go down that path, even though that's something that's always interested me. Every place I've ever traveled to or place I've lived in, I've always gone to the art galleries and museums and things like that. It's just something that I really love and appreciate. Anyway, that being said, I also have sold my art before this program. I used to do charcoal portraiture and started that about 10 years ago. I was doing that around the time that I met my husband. We got married, had lots of kids, got put on the back burner, but then I decided to sell portraiture again, and he really encouraged me. So I started doing that, and then I realized it wasn't exactly sustainable with the amount of time that I was putting into each piece. I really got burnt out and then just took a big hiatus when the pandemic hit. Then I decided I really want to get back into art again because I want to help my family out. And at the time, we were strapped for cash, but my husband got a second job, took the pressure off, and I was like, I'm going to take my time and do this right. I want to learn everything I can learn and do everything I can do to set myself up for success. So I found the mastery program. I think I was looking for different types of tutorials and learning as much as I could on YouTube. At the time, the program was a little bit cheaper. This was last year, and it was what I was looking for. I had a background in art and a background in business, and I still needed some sort of almost validation to be able to go down this path. So this program is definitely beginner friendly, and I'll go into how the course is set up. I did know a lot of the skill and technical content that was, and I guess maybe part of me wanted to take it so I could see if there was something missing that I didn't know. Again, I didn't know everything. There was loads of good content, style and techniques and things like that were extremely beneficial to me. Someone could definitely take this program as a beginner, not have ever held a paintbrush before, and be successful. My mentor actually was that way. She had never painted in her life. She became the mentor, does her own work, and she started from scratch. And I was able to do this program in the evenings on my own time and was really able to get a lot out of it. So there's 4 sections. The first section is designed to develop your skills and techniques through drawing and oil painting. That seems a little intimidating. That's where pretty much every great artist has started. They've learned with the fundamentals, and they really focused on that in the first part of the program. Then the second part of the program is mixed media, where you learn way more about acrylic paint, pastels, crayons, spray paint, medium, gold leaf, and like other things in there. And they just want you to experiment. That whole time you're just experimenting, trying stuff, doing a lot of stuff on paper versus canvas that you were doing the first time. That's a lot of fun because you get to try out a lot of different art materials that maybe you didn't know before. Now, one critique I would say in that area is I wish that they went over acrylic paint more, because acrylic paint is different from oil paint. I think they could spend more than one lesson on acrylic paint and the mediums and how to use acrylic paint better. So if I had to say something negative, that would be it. In the third part of the program, you go over building your portfolio. You do a production week and you really get into your style, developing your voice, cranking out a lot of artwork. And really, that's what that whole section is about. So the fourth section is launching your career, marketing advice, building your website. They talk about social media and other avenues. And the one thing I would say that is lacking here, or something maybe they could build on later, is that if you are very new to the art world, it can be difficult to decide what path you're going to take. But a lot of it is throwing proverbial spaghetti at the wall and just creating art and getting visible. So whether that's on social media or in galleries or doing licensing, publishing, that kind of thing, they encourage you to go out there, test the waters, and figure out what you like and what you want to do. You might want to do art fairs and art markets, and they want you to figure that stuff out. But that's not something that you can necessarily figure out while you're in the program. That is something that comes, I believe, after. So now I actually got my mentor. I signed up when I was in the portfolio stage because I was hitting walls. That is actually a huge reason why I want to start this channel, because as a creative, there are certain mental blocks that we have, the resistance that we face, why we procrastinate, why we don't paint when we know we want to paint. It's just a human nature type of problem. And I see how badly artists suffer from it, myself included. I'm actually a very go-getter type of person and want to get things done. I'm impatient. And once I get an idea or a project in my head, I really want to finish it. But that is where the mentorship and the group community comes in. The more friends you make who are artists, the more advice you're going to get and the more successful that you're going to be. The more accountability you have, the more ideas you can throw around and get feedback on. And that is when I think that people become successful, when they come completely invested. And it's not any program, I think, that can do that. It's your own desire and your want to chase after your dreams. And this is something, yes, I am proud to hang this on my wall because I completed this program. But I think deciding to become an artist and then chasing after those goals, it started the day that I decided to become a professional artist. I didn't feel that way. And even in the program, I didn't feel that way. It wasn't until I had a mentor and had artist friends that validated this feeling that I needed. So if I got anything out of the program that I would say was the most impactful, it was the confidence it gave me. Some other bonuses to this program is that they redesigned their app. So when you go in, it is very easy to access all the content. And also they included their back library, which used to be on the pro version of their art club membership, which is now all bundled up and included. So that is definitely a bonus because you obviously have the ability to rewatch all the content and hit as much out of it as you can. There's several videos where I loved part of the process or was trying to get something down, and I've rewatched it a bunch of times. So that is really great about this program. And if you are interested in taking this program, I do have a link below. I think their registration is open right now. It's always like the first through the third of every month. That way they have everyone in sync in batches like you would be enrolling in an art school. So this is like art school, but it's not traditional art school. You do have to do a little more research if you want to learn more about artists themselves. She does have an art history sort of class in there, but it's one lesson that's about an hour, and you can definitely dive down the rabbit hole and search whatever artist that you want. And so I think that's what is also great about this program. It is well designed and really gives you the confidence and the motivation you need to get out there and become an artist. That is something that is very valuable. I think it's less than the cost of one semester at any other public university that you would be going to. I know I paid more for one semester at the public university that I went to. If you are watching this and registration is closed, that's okay. They have a wait list that you can go on to, and they have free content on there so that you can get prepared for the program. Investing in art materials is expensive. Again, you can figure this stuff out. It is not rocket science. It is just if you want to get there faster and you want to have everything laid out for you to just move quickly through an art program and get as much out of it as you can as quickly as possible instead of just scouring the internet, going down rabbit holes. This is a very good condensed art program that will get you there. So thank you so much for watching this video. I hope that it was helpful. And if you like content like this, I'm going to be reviewing supplies, doing tutorials, giving tips and tricks to try and get you there faster. I really believe that everybody does have a creative bone in their body. I believe that we're created and that we get a lot out of creating ourselves. I'd love for you to check out my latest video here. Now go get creating.